Welcome back to Parenting 101, the podcast where we talk about real-life parenting, real struggles, and real solutions. I'm your host, Claire, and I'm so glad you're here. If you've ever collapsed on the couch at the end of the day and thought, am I too strict? Am I too soft? Am I totally messing this whole thing up? You are definitely in the right place. You know, around here, we're not chasing perfection. We're chasing growth. We're here to learn, not to be perfect. Today is a big one. We're diving deep into positive discipline, what it actually is, what it is not, and how you can be both kind and firm without yelling, bribes, threats, or guilt. And I am so excited because I'm joined by a very special guest, Brandon. Brandon is a parenting coach and educator who's passionate about helping families move from chaos to connection. He's worked with hundreds of families, walked into homes where everyone was barely speaking to each other, and helped them rebuild trust step by step. So, grab your coffee or tea, or, that cold cup of something you've reheated 3 times already today. Take a deep breath. This is your time. Brandon, welcome to Parenting 101. We're so glad to have you here.
Thanks, Claire. I'm honestly really happy to be here. I love that you started with, we're here to learn, not to be perfect. That's like my whole parenting philosophy in one sentence.
Yeah, because otherwise we'd all just log off right now. Well, I yelled this morning, so bye.
Exactly. Podcast over. We're all perfect. Thanks for listening. Good night. I just want to say this right up front. To every parent listening, if you yelled this week, if you bribed your kid with a cookie so they just please put on their shoes, if you said something and then thought, yikes, I wish I could take that back, you are not alone. You're not a monster. You're not a failed parent. You're a human being with a nervous system, with stress, with bills, with exhaustion, raising another human being with a nervous system, stress, big feelings, and zero life experience. Positive discipline is not about never messing up. It's about learning how to handle those moments differently, repairing more quickly when we blow it, and slowly changing the climate of our home.
I love that. Changing the climate of the home. Because you can feel that, right? Some houses feel like, walking on eggshells, and others feel like, okay, we can breathe here.
Exactly. And the good news is, you can change the climate even if you've been parenting in a very different style for years. It's not too late.
All right, let's jump right in, because I know a lot of parents hear positive discipline and they picture, kids with 0 rules, eating ice cream for dinner, drawing on the walls, and the parent just smiling like, wow, such creativity. So what is positive discipline and what is it not?
Yeah, that picture you just painted is exactly why some parents roll their eyes at the phrase. So let's start with what it's not. It's not being a pushover. It's not my child runs the house. It's not I never say no. It's not handing out a trophy because your kid woke up. Positive discipline is actually the middle ground. It's that sweet spot between being too strict and being too soft. We call it being kind and firm at the same time.
Kind and firm. Can you unpack that? Because I think most of us grew up with either kind or firm, not both.
Yeah, so imagine a line. On one end, you have too firm, the classic authoritarian style. This is the because I said so parent. A lot of yelling, threats, maybe physical punishment. Kids in these homes often obey, but they feel scared, controlled, and like their voice doesn't matter. On the other end, you have too kind, but not in a healthy way, I care about you, in a boundaryless way. This is the permissive style. These parents hate seeing their kids upset, so they avoid saying no. They give in to tantrums, they fix everything, they rescue, they over-explain, they negotiate for 40 minutes with a 4-year-old about bedtime. The child feels powerful short-term, but also strangely unsafe, because deep down, kids know someone has to be in charge. If no one is,
the world feels wobbly.
So like dictator on one side, doormat on the other.
Exactly. And positive discipline is neither. It's the authoritative approach. It sounds like I respect you enough to listen to your feelings, and also I respect myself and our family enough to keep healthy boundaries. It's not about controlling the child, it's about teaching the child to control themselves.
That feels so different. Teaching, not controlling. It already feels lighter and honestly more hopeful.
Yeah, and when kids feel connected and respected, they naturally want to cooperate more. They still push back. They're children, not robots. But it's not constant war.
Okay, so a lot of us grew up with punishment. You know, you did something bad, now I'm going to make you pay for it. Can you break down the difference between punishment and discipline? Because we toss those words around as if they mean the same thing.
Oh yeah, we totally mixed them up. Here's the big idea. Punishment is about the past. Discipline is about the future. Punishment says you did something bad, so I'm going to make you feel pain or shame. I yell, I spank, I humiliate. I take away your favorite thing so you'll pay. The hope is if you feel bad enough, you won't do it again.
Right, like I'm going to make this hurt so you remember it.
Exactly. But here's what usually happens in a child's brain. They don't think, wow, I've learned a deep moral lesson. They think, mom is mean, dad is scary. I need to be more sneaky next time so I don't get caught. Now, discipline comes from a word that literally means to teach. Discipline says, you made a mistake. That's part of being human. Now let's fix it and learn a better way for next time. Let's do a concrete example. Child spills milk on purpose. Punishment? You're so clumsy. What's wrong with you? Go to your room. Child learns, I'm clumsy. I'm a problem. And also, avoid mom when anything goes wrong. Discipline, you take a breath, you hand them a towel and say, okay, you made a mess. We all make messes. Let's clean it up together. Next time, the milk stays in the cup. Child learns, 1, I am responsible for what I do. 2, I can fix my mistakes. 3, I'm still loved even when I mess up.
So one approach creates fear and the other creates skills.
Exactly. Punishment says, feel worse. Discipline says, grow wiser.
All right, let's go straight for the sore spot, because a lot of parents are thinking, okay, but yelling works. I shout, they stop. You can almost hear it through the headphones. Does it really work?
Yeah, it works the way slamming on the brakes works while driving. The car stops, sure, but you can't drive everywhere like that. Here's what happens when you yell, threaten, or scare your child. Their brain goes into survival mode, fight, flight, or freeze. Their nervous system is thinking, I'm in danger. When the brain is in survival mode, the thinking part, the part that handles learning, empathy, reflection, basically goes offline. So in those moments, they're not thinking, wow, hitting is morally wrong and hurtful. They're thinking, yikes, it's dangerous to get caught hitting.
So it becomes avoid punishment, not become a better human.
Exactly. So they don't necessarily stop the behavior, they just get better at hiding it. That's how we get kids who lie, kids who sneak, kids who shut down emotionally. Home doesn't feel safe to bring mistakes into the light.
Ouch. Yeah, I feel that. You know, I can think of moments as a kid where I wasn't scared of what I'd done. I was scared of getting caught.
Same. And listen, I want to say this clearly. I've yelled at my kids. I've said things and then gone, eeks. Why did I say that? I don't want any parent listening to spiral into guilt. We're not saying you've ruined your child. We're saying, let's understand what's really happening so we can start doing it differently. If fear is your main tool, you might gain obedience today, but you lose trust and influence tomorrow.
Okay, so let's zoom out, because in the moment, the goal is just put on your shoes before I lose my mind. You can almost hear it through the headphones. But what's the bigger picture here?
Yeah, so I love to ask parents this question. Do you want compliance or do you want character? Compliance is put on your shoes. Character is I put on my shoes because I know we're a team and I don't want us to be late.
So character is what they do when you're not in the room.
Exactly. It's who they are when nobody's watching. If we make every decision for them, control every move, and only use fear, we might get short-term obedience, but we don't build those inner muscles. self-control, responsibility, empathy, problem solving. We are not just raising children, we're raising future adults. We want them to apologize because they care, not because they're scared. Tell the truth because they value honesty, not because they fear punishment. Show kindness because it's part of who they are, not because someone is watching.
Okay, so practically, how do we build that from the inside out?
We start with how they see themselves. You cannot have consistent, healthy behavior if your child deeply believes, I'm a bad kid. I always mess up. I'm annoying. I'm the problem. That's where self-esteem and the mirror effect come in.
Ooh, okay, I like this part. Talk to us about the mirror effect.
All right, imagine your child is born with no mirror. They have no idea who they are. Am I funny? Am I annoying? Am I smart? Am I too much? So how do they find out? They look at you. You are their mirror. Every day they check your face and your tone to see themselves. If your face lights up when they walk into a room, even when they've done nothing spectacular, their inner mirror says, I am someone worth loving. If you mostly sigh, roll your eyes, or criticize, their inner mirror says, I'm a burden. I'm not enough. Something's wrong with me.
Ooh, that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, it is. But this isn't about guilt. It's about power. The power to shape that inner voice. Because here's the wild part. Your voice becomes their inner voice. When they're 18 and they mess something up at work, the voice in their head will sound like either, you idiot, you always mess up, or, okay, that didn't work, let's try again. And that voice often sounds like us.
Okay, so here's the million-dollar question. How do we build healthy self-esteem without creating little entitled, I'm the center of the universe monsters?
Yes, that fear is so real. Here's the difference. Entitlement says, I deserve special treatment. I shouldn't have to struggle. The world owes me. Healthy self-esteem says, I'm loved. I'm capable. I can handle hard things. We build entitlement when we rescue them from every frustration. We never let them be uncomfortable. We give them everything they want to avoid tears. We build self-esteem when we let them struggle just enough. We let them tie their own shoes. We let them solve small problems. And then we cheer their effort. So instead of, oh, poor baby, let me do it, we say, this is hard, yeah, and I believe you can do it. I'm right here if you need help. The message is, you are not fragile. You are capable.
All right, now this one is going to poke some of us. You say we need to be careful with good job. And half of the parents listening are like, wait, that's my whole script.
Yeah, I know. So I'm not banning good job forever. If it slips out, it's okay. But we want to understand what happens when that's our main feedback. When we constantly judge their actions with our approval. Good job. You're so smart. You're the best. They can become what I call approval junkies. Their inner story becomes, I am good only if someone else approves. I'm smart only when the teacher says so. If no one praises me, why bother?
Ouch. Yeah, I can feel my brain scrolling through all the good jobs I threw at my kids this week.
Same. So what's the alternative? We shift from praise to encouragement. Praise is like a judge. That's beautiful. You're amazing. Encouragement is like a sportscaster. I see you used a lot of blue. You worked on that for a long time. You didn't give up even when it was tricky. We describe what we see and what they did. Example with shoes. Praise, you're such a good boy for tying your shoes. Encouragement, you kept trying and you tied both shoes all by yourself. Then the child thinks, yeah, I am someone who keeps trying. You're building an identity. I'm persistent. I'm capable. Instead of just chasing, I'm good if mom says I'm good.
So less, you're amazing, more, look at what you did.
Exactly. We want them to feel proud from the inside, not addicted to our approval.
By the way, if you're listening and already scribbling notes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with another parent who needs a little hope today. Seriously, this is like a mini training. Okay, Let's talk big feelings, because kids, wow, they have a lot of feelings.
Yes, many feelings, all before 8 a.m.
Exactly. So many of us, with good intentions, say things like, "You're fine, don't cry. Big boys don't cry. You don't hate your sister. We love family." What's happening there?
What's happening is we're trying to fix the feeling instead of feeling the feeling. When a child hears, "You're okay, don't cry," but their whole body is screaming, "I am not okay," they learn, "My feelings are wrong," or "I can't trust what I feel," or "I'm only lovable when I'm happy." Instead, we want to use validation. That means your feeling makes sense. I see it. It's allowed. Your behavior has limits, but your feelings are welcome. So we might say, "You're really angry that your brother took your toy." "Yeah, I get that." Or, "You're sad. That was your favorite cup and it broke. It's okay to feel sad." We're not saying, "Yes, go hit your brother." We're saying, "Yes, your feeling is valid."
And that helps them calm down?
Yes, we call it name it to tame it. Once the feeling is named, you're frustrated, you're disappointed, you're scared. It becomes less huge and less scary. They feel seen. Their nervous system starts to relax. Then we add the limit. It's okay to be mad. It's not okay to hit. Next time you're this mad, you can stomp your feet or come squeeze my hand. So the formula is validate the feeling, limit the behavior, teach a new skill.
I love this next phrase, connection before correction. Can you break that down?
Absolutely. Imagine your child is in full meltdown mode, screaming, throwing things, shaking, maybe even trying to hit. Our instinct is often to correct first. "Stop that right now. Go to your room. You're being ridiculous." The problem is, in that state, their learning brain is offline. You're lecturing a brain that's on fire. Nothing is going in.
So we're basically yelling at a locked door.
Exactly. So instead, we connect first. Connection is like a reset button. Connection looks like getting down to their eye level, softening your voice, saying, "Wow, you're having such a hard time right now." Maybe opening your arms for a hug, if they want it, or just being near, breathing slowly yourself. Then, once they're calmer, we correct. It's okay to be mad. It's not okay to hit. Next time you're this mad, you can stomp your feet or come squeeze my hand. So the fame limit, totally different experience.
Okay, so I can hear the busy parents going, "Brandon, this sounds nice, but I don't have 3 hours every day to stare deeply into my child's eyes."
Yeah, neither do I. So we use two tools, special time and micro connections.
Let's start with special time.
Special time is like a daily vitamin for your relationship, a small concentrated dose of your undivided attention. The recipe is set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes, put your phone away, TV off, say, "This is our special time. You get to choose what we do." Then let them lead. Legos, drawing, silly games, dolls, wrestling, whatever is safe. During special time, you don't correct, you don't teach, you don't secretly clean the room. You are there simply to enjoy them. A child whose connection tank is topped up is usually more cooperative, less clingy, and less likely to act out just to get your attention.
And micro connections.
Micro connections are like tiny "I see you" moments sprinkled through the day. Things like making eye contact when they talk to you, a quick "I'm glad you're my kid" at bedtime, a gentle hand on their back as you walk past, a note in their lunchbox, "You've got this, love you," or saying their name warmly, "Hey Maya, I love how you're focusing on that puzzle." 5 seconds here, 3 seconds there, 10 seconds somewhere else, and the cumulative effect is huge. You're telling their nervous system all day long, "You matter, I see you, you're not invisible."
All right, let's talk boundaries, because some parents are like, "Okay, I can be warm and kind, but I still need them to stop jumping off the couch."
Yeah, great question. Psychologists talk about 3 main parenting styles: authoritarian, very firm, not kind, because I said so; permissive, very kind, not firm, do whatever you want; authoritative or positive discipline, both firm and kind. We're aiming for number 3.
That sounds like, I know you're upset, and the rule still stands. I love you too much to let you hit. I care about your feelings, and I'm not changing my mind. That "and" is really doing some heavy lifting.
Oh, absolutely. The word "and" is a superpower. Most of us say, I know you're upset, but you still have to. But feels like everything I just said before doesn't matter. Try swapping it out. I know you're upset, and we still have to leave. You really wish you could keep playing, and it's bad time. Your child hears, my feeling is real, and the limit is real. One practical step is creating 3 to 5 family rules, not a list of 97. For example, we use gentle hands. We speak with respect. We clean up what we mess up. We tell the truth. Then we use when-then statements instead of nagging, like, when your teeth are brushed, then we can read a story. When homework is done, then the Wi-Fi password turns on. When your toys are picked up, then we can start the movie. You're not the villain. You're simply describing how the world works in your family.
Okay, big question parents always have. If I'm not punishing, what do I do when they break the rules? What does that actually look like?
Yeah, so we shift from punishments to consequences. A punishment is about making them suffer. A consequence is about helping them learn. There are 2 main kinds, natural consequences and logical consequences.
All right, give us examples.
Natural consequence. Child refuses to wear a coat. It's chilly outside, but not dangerous. You say, okay, you can try without it. They feel cold. Next time, they're more likely to choose the coat. The lesson is, coats keep me warm, not mom is bossy.
I feel personally attacked by that example. I've had that exact argument.
Same. So now, logical consequences come in when natural consequences would be unsafe, or too harsh, or too delayed. Example, child draws on a wall with markers. Punishment version is, no TV for a week, and I'm throwing away your favorite toy. This is unrelated. It doesn't teach anything except fear and resentment. Logical consequence version is, you chose to draw on the wall. Walls are not for drawing. You're going to help me clean it. And for the rest of today, markers stay with me. We'll try again tomorrow. So the message becomes, you're capable of fixing what you broke, not you're a bad kid who ruins things.
Okay, let's talk the daily battles. Mornings, homework, bedtime, screens, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, so let's hit 3 big ones. Choices within limits, calm down corner or calm spot, and routine charts. Tool number 1, choices. Kids have a deep need for power and autonomy. If we never give it to them in healthy ways, they'll grab it in messy ways, like no to everything, defiance, tantrums, negotiating every small thing. So we offer 2 positive choices within our boundary. Examples, the couch is for sitting. You can jump on the floor or on the trampoline. Which do you choose? Or, it's time to get dressed. Do you want the red shirt or the blue shirt? Or, we have to leave the park in 5 minutes. Do you want to take one more slide or one more swing before we go? The rule stays, the child still feels a sense of power.
Tool number 2, calm down corner instead of go away timeout. Okay, talk to us about the calm down corner, because I grew up with go to your room and think about what you did.
Right, classic. The old school timeout often sounds like, you're a problem, go away until you're less of a problem. The child sits alone with big feelings and no tools. They often think, I'm bad, or I'm alone when I'm upset, or I have to hide my feelings. Instead, we create a calm spot with our child when everyone is calm. A corner with pillows, a favorite stuffed animal, maybe crayons, a few books, a glitter jar, a stress ball. You explain, this is a place to help our bodies and brains calm down. Everyone in the family can use it, even mom and dad. Then in the heat of the moment, you say, you're very upset. Do you want to go to your calm spot, or should we sit here and breathe together? You're teaching self-regulation, not isolation.
So it's less go away because you're a disaster and more here's a tool to help your brain reset.
Exactly. Tool number 3, routine charts.
Instead of nagging like a broken record, brush your teeth, wear your shoes. Why are you still in pajamas? We create visual routine charts. Morning chart, for example. Get dressed, brush your teeth, eat breakfast, pack bag, put shoes on. You can use pictures for younger kids. Then you say, check your chart. What's next? The chart becomes the boss. You become the coach.
Okay, let's do a lightning round, as lightning as we can in a deep conversation. 3 huge pain points for parents: screens, food, and siblings. Ready?
Let's go. A. Screens.
The digital zombie child.
Ah, yes, the glazed eyes. Quick ideas. Use a bridge. Don't just yank the device. Walk over, sit next to them, watch for 30 seconds. Wow, who's winning? After they reconnect with you, then say, okay, in 5 minutes, it's time to turn it off. I'll set a timer. Visual timers. When the timer beeps, game time ends. This takes you out of the villain role. The timer is the neutral bad guy. When, then. When homework is done, then you can have 30 minutes of game time.
B. Food. Picky eaters, the I only eat 3 foods situation.
We use the division of responsibility. The parent's job, the what, when, and where. What food is served, when meals happen, where you eat. Child's job, if and how much they eat. So you might say, this is dinner tonight. There's always at least one thing you like on the table. You don't have to eat, but this is what's available. No pressure, no bribing with dessert, no 3 more bites, just calm consistency. It's long game stuff. You're protecting the relationship with food.
C. Siblings. And finally, siblings, because sometimes it feels like we're refereeing a boxing match.
Yes. One big tip, stop playing referee. Instead of who started it, tell me exactly what happened. Try the same boat approach. I see 2 kids who are having trouble sharing one toy. I'm putting the toy away for now. When you 2 can agree on how to share it, you can have it back. Now they're on the same team solving a problem instead of dragging you into their triangle.
Okay, let's be super honest. Even with all of this, we're still going to lose it sometimes. We're going to shout, say something unfair, slam a cupboard. What do we do then?
Such an important question. The answer is repair. Repair is when we circle back after we've cooled down and say something like, hey, earlier when I yelled at you, that wasn't okay. You didn't deserve to be spoken to like that. I'm really sorry. I was feeling overwhelmed, but that's not your fault. I'm working on calmer ways to handle my frustration. You are modeling taking responsibility, apologizing without excuses, and showing that mistakes can be repaired. You're teaching them, in this family, we're not perfect, but we are accountable. And honestly, some of the most powerful moments of connection I've seen between parents and kids happen during repair.
That's really beautiful. So even our failures can become lessons.
Exactly. Your child does not need a perfect parent. They need a present parent. If you can be kind and firm, connect before you correct, validate feelings while holding boundaries, and see mistakes, theirs and yours, as chances to teach, then you are already practicing positive discipline. And the best part? You can start on the very next interaction, even if the last one was messy.
That is so encouraging. Brandon, thank you for your honesty, your stories, your ums, your yikes, your laughs, and all the wisdom you've shared today.
Thank you for having me. And to every parent listening, seriously, you are doing more right than you think. The fact that you're here, listening, learning, that already says so much about your heart.
Amen to that. All right, friends, that's it for today's extended episode of Parenting 101. If this conversation helped you, please share it with a friend who's wondering, am I too strict? Am I too soft? Leave a comment or a review and let us know what you want us to dive into next. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Remember, we're here to learn, not to be perfect. If this discussion has been helpful to you, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you can, share it with other parents so we can all walk this parenting journey with a little more clarity, confidence, and support. I'm Claire. This is Parenting 101. That was Brandon, and we'll see you in the next episode.